Good evening. Welcome to another stream. I don't know if I'm just rusty or tired or what, but I thought I had the stream live and playing like the intro music, and then I started going live and started talking, and then I realised no one was talking back to, or no one was typing back to me, and then I realised the stream wasn't live. So I don't know what the hell happened, but good evening. Welcome back to another stream. We're going to talk about Game Week 26, what's happened so far. I don't think there's been too much controversy. In some ways, it doesn't really feel like I don't think it's really felt like a massively exciting week, but that's probably because Mo Salah's got Norwich and Leeds, and I'm hoping he doesn't score any more goals. So this week is basically, it almost feels like damage limitation in some ways. But look, we're live now. That's good. Let me know how you're doing. Let me know what your score was. I saw some good scores just a minute ago. 67 with 11 to play. Very nice. Do you care about cups? Not really, but I should probably look at how my own cup is doing. I think I'm still in it. Yeah, I'm smashing it in my cup. I'm up against someone with... someone that's bench boosted. The person I'm up against in the cup has bench boosted Sanchez, 1 point. Bowen, 1 point. Cancelo, 1 point. Lamptey, 1 point. Has captained Salah. Does have a bunch of players left, but I'm looking good, I think. I'm looking good. Yeah, and usually I don't know what cups I'm in. I'll take a look at that in a minute. But there's quite a few people in the cups, in my cups, my cup, pop. Yeah, I gotta be honest. Like this is the problem with this week when you don't triple captain, like, and go with the crowd. Like I know there was like an influx of wild cards, but nowhere near the same amount that triple captain Salah. So, like, I can't even enjoy this week because Leeds were just bad again today. Like, Liverpool are going to rip them apart. My only hope is that Salah just doesn't do anything or has his minutes managed. Like, lots of people are thinking he could be benched. I'm not saying it's impossible, but I think the chance is, like, less than 1%. Like less than 1%. Did you see the news on Reguilon? I know that he had COVID and he was going to miss the match. We talked about that on the deadline stream. I don't know if there was any more. 2 secs. Sorry. Do you think the FPL Twitter hive mind got the better of you, or are you still happy with the decision? No, I don't think so at all. Like it was actually Praz FPL or Praz_FPL. That he was the first person I saw. Well, he wasn't the first person I saw talk about it. Like I mentioned in my video that it was possibly an option, but at that point I hadn't looked into it too much. And I saw him talking about it as well. And it was then when I looked into it, it just seemed pretty good. I think I say it's very similar to last year, right? It just is very similar to last year where you're using a wildcard to cover multiple game weeks. The big difference this year is there's a triple captain in play as well, like a big triple captain. Whereas last year, there was none of that. I just used my wildcard to get ahead and other people didn't and just had to use transfers. Whereas this year, they've all got triple captain as well. So we're not going to... I was just talking about it on Twitter. Like I said that I won't judge this decision until like game week 29 when I get to use my triple captain as well. And obviously some people replied saying you can't judge it until game week 38. Well, I'm not going to wait that long. Right? Every decision I make now will be different to any decision I would have made if I triple captain instead. But I don't think I can put it down as a bad decision. Like even if it goes wrong, you can say it was literally a bad decision, but I don't think we can say any more than that, right? Like people try and compare themselves. Like I've got all these chips left. I get that. Obviously, I don't have chips. I don't have many chips left now. Or won't have many chips. But also, lots of people with chips left were just better set up, right? That could have been through really good management. It could have been through a little bit of luck. Whatever it is, there's no point in comparing yourself to. No point comparing yourself to what other people have got, right? Like I would have had to take a -20, and I still wouldn't have all the double game week players I've got now. So it is what it is. Watched you on Black Box. You were so anti wildcard. Yeah, but when we filmed Black Box, the other fixtures hadn't been put in. It was completely different at that point. I think like one thing I did on wildcard was get double Wolves defense, even though, as I said on Black Box, I didn't think that Wolves defense was very good this week, and I still stand by that. But it was, you had to put them in because they got loads of fixtures coming up. Judging after game week, yeah, game week 29-30 is when I'll decide if it was a good decision or not. I think, like, I'm not going to wait for the rest of the season to fully decide, because, like I said, every decision was the same, and there's no point in saying I would have done this, because as soon as you make a different decision, you don't know if you'd really would have done that. We won't see a wildcard video this week. I don't think anyone should wildcard this week. I don't think you can be that screwed. I just think, yeah, I guess you could and just have 3 Liverpool Arsenal players, but I don't think that's very good. Yeah, I can show you the team. Sorry. This is it so far. So the defender, I think the biggest annoyance, one of the biggest annoyances this week is, obviously I put Van Dijk in because I got that very, very late news. Like at 10:59, found out that Robertson wasn't playing. And because Van Dijk didn't get the clean sheet, now I'm thinking I wish I had Robertson. So that's not ideal, although Leeds are awful at set pieces, so maybe Van Dijk will score. So maybe that was a bad decision, but I think I had to go with the information I had. And once you found out that one player was going to miss a game, like Van Dijk might even go for me in game week 28 if Chelsea get a double. So we'll see. Otherwise, the defence just didn't turn up. I mean, Jose Sarr got 6 saves, so he got 2 extra points. So that was quite nice, to be honest. And then the midfield smashed it. And then Lacazette and Jimenez turned up with an assist each. So I think that's okay. Obviously, again, like, I've got a bit fortunate that Cancelo, Bowen, and Foden all blanked, right? I mean, I watched that Man City game, and I was worried about Cancelo, especially in the first half. Absolutely worried about it. Or worried about him. Do you not think with that team you'll be dead-ended after game week 30? Possibly, yeah. I mean, the thing is, kind of. Well, no, well, I don't know. Liverpool is still good after game week 30. Spurs are still good after game week 30. So that's 4 players already. I think Wolves fixtures aren't bad either. I think Aston Villa are the worst ones. Yeah, after... hang on. This is Wolves. After game week 30, we have Villa at home, Newcastle away. So that looks okay. I think the one thing to keep in mind is with this wildcard, I've essentially set it up so I don't need any transfers up until game week 30. So for game week 28, 29 and 30, I can start thinking about afterwards potentially, right? The only problem is because 28 and 29 are this is something I just didn't have enough time to think about. Because 28 and 29 are doubles, I'm not really going to want to change a lot of my players. So I could go into game week 29 with 2 free transfers and not really know what to do with them. But by game week 28, we will know who's definitely blanking. So if, for example, Southampton are playing in game week 30, I might use a transfer on one of my defenders to downgrade to get some money out of it for a Southampton defender. So we'll see what happens. Lacazette might be dropped for Martinelli. Possibly. I don't know how likely that is, right? I mean, why would Arteta do that now? They're still playing all right? They're still winning. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, Lacazette seems pretty nailed to me. It seems like Smith Rowe's the one that's going to miss out again. So I don't... They could play Martinelli up front, but I think they're doing fine without that happening. Did you see that Chelsea versus Norwich can move into game week 28? I did. I talked about this on the deadline stream. I think if that happens, then game week 26 wildcard maybe is a little bit weakened for sure. But also, like, do people really want Lukaku? Like, really? And I think if I wanted to, I could move to a midfielder if I really wanted to. And I could get in a defender. Like, I could do Van Dijk to James or Van Dijk to Rudiger. So I don't think I'd be in that bad of a position. Why do so many wildcarders completely ignore Burnley? Because they're going to free hit in game week 27. Basically. So there was... I mean, there maybe was a slight argument for Weghorst, but he has Chelsea in game week 28, so there was no real reason to get him in. For those of us who didn't wildcard, would you recommend using it in Game Week 28 for a potential 15-player bench boost in 29? Possibly, yeah. I'm going to be honest. I've not looked at Game Week 28 wildcard that much in depth yet, so I'm going to do that before. I might do a video on this week just for people that are kind of worried they didn't wildcard. And then possibly it might still be worthwhile doing it after Game Week 30, to be honest. The thing is, I can't imagine that Game Week 28 wildcarders are going to be that much different to Game Week 26 wildcarders. I just don't. What differences are they going to have? I don't know. I mean, there's going to be subtle differences, right? Like maybe you don't go for Luca Dean or whatever. Maybe you put in a Southampton defender. But if you're wildcarding in 28 to bench boost in 29, you still need to get some double Game Week players in for Game Week 28. So surely they're going to half and half it like we have. So I don't know. Yeah, more Chelsea players if they double, fair enough. But what if the double's Arsenal Chelsea? I mean, Chelsea do have really good fixtures from Game Week 28, so it would make a lot of sense to get them in. But I just don't see what would massively change. The biggest difference, I guess, is by Game Week 28 you will know who is blanking in Game Week 30. So if there's a big upset, like if Chelsea lost in the FA Cup, then Game Week 28 wildcarders will be loving it. There will be more Spurs assets in Game Week 28. Will there, though? You're not going to be able to fit Son and Kane in if you want Salah, I don't think. Not without big sacrifices. Maybe you will be. And then you go for a defender, but who do you even go for? Like, Reguilon's the most interesting. I think people will be put off him. The comparison to Game Week 18-19 from last season is main difference is the wildcard instantly paid off in a big way, as well as medium term then. Less so now. I don't think you can say that the wildcard hasn't paid off yet. Right? I've got another 11 players to play. Right? If Salah blanks, and then I've got 10 other players to play, I mean, that's pretty big, right? It could still be huge. But I don't think there's very much chance Salah blanks. I mean, Salah's got 10. The thing that killed me with Salah is he got the 3 bonus. If he just got a goal and ended up with 7 points, that wouldn't have been so bad. But he got a very well-deserved 3 bonus. So he gets at least another 10 points against Leeds. I think he could get 15 easy. So I think 25 points. And that was kind of where I thought, that was when I was like, do I really want to do it? So if he gets more than 25, I might say it was a mistake. Might. It depends what the rest of the team does. And also, until I triple captain Salah in 29, you don't actually know what the damage is. Like, if Salah gets 25 in total against Leeds and Norwich, but then he gets 12, or 13, I don't know, against Brighton and Arsenal, then the damage is only 12 points, which is a lot, right? It is a big difference. But then I've got like the benefits of the wild card as well, so I don't know how bad it'll be. There's no point worrying about it, even though I am kind of worried what Salah will do. If you told me right now Salah's going to get 10 points against Leeds, I'd probably take it, to be honest. Am I 100% set on triple captain in Game Week 29? I don't think we're going to get a better captain than Salah again. Like, Salah will have another double game week after this one. And maybe I'll listen into what James and Ben are saying this week. But as far as I know, most of the Game Week 30 blanks, so Salah plays Man United in Game Week 30, will go into Game Week 36, I think. So that means it'd be Man United at home and Spurs at home, which I think... maybe it's... But they're 2 home games, so maybe it's not worse than Brighton Arsenal. I guess the biggest difference is it's near the end of the season. And if the league is done... and they're still in the Champions League, maybe then Salah starts to get a few more rests. So I think I'd rather just use it early, to be honest. Realistically, you said there was no better week to double captain Salah. There are better weeks to wildcard. You don't know that yet. That's the difference. As soon as those extra fixtures were put in Game Week 28 or 29, that changed the whole wildcard conversation. I think you have to bear in mind, like, the wild cards already saved me 20 points and made my team better. And there's no point in saying, well, I didn't need to spend 20 points because your team's different. It doesn't really matter to what I did, you know? Yeah, you know, I'm not saying Salah couldn't smash Man United, don't get me wrong, but I don't think he's going to do the same thing again. Would your triple captain team have scored more points? I don't think it would have. Well, it would have scored. Would it have scored more? Probably, yeah. The thing is, it may well have done. So this may have been a mistake because I would have had Lacazette and Saka anyway. I would have also got Son. I wouldn't have got Rafinha, I don't think. And I may not have got Son. And I wouldn't have had Jimenez. I would have had... Who would I have played? King instead, who blanked. And in defence, I would have had Cancelo and Reguilon. And obviously my defence is blank. So I don't think it would have necessarily been far off. But I would have had to take big hits to do it. I got to be honest, I don't know if I really want to go back and check all this. Like, the decision's been made now. I can't change it. But I would have been down. I would have been down on... Well, the thing is, I would have got triple captain points, but there's no point in looking at that yet because I've got triple captain to come still. If Salah blanks twice against Brighton and Arsenal, then fair enough. Got to be 100 permutations you'd have to go through to see if it was a mistake. Yeah, exactly. And like, look, there's going to be other people, like I said, that are going to be in better positions, that played it differently, that will smash it. It doesn't mean it was the wrong decision for my team. It's just like, okay, here's an example, right? for people who think that you can check it in like 38 after 38 game weeks. Someone will probably check it for me, yeah. What if now, because I've done this, I keep my free hit, and then everyone's preparing for the Game Week 36 bench boost, but then they suddenly get loads of injuries, or maybe suddenly there's a fixture in there we weren't expecting, people haven't been able to prepare for it, and then their bench boost team is weakened for Game Week 36, and I turn around and I'm like, well, I've got my free hit, why didn't you just wildcard earlier? It just doesn't matter. It just doesn't matter. Like, every team is different, couldn't be more kind of a solid point right now. Bought in Veghorst this week. Very nice. Very nice. I need to watch the highlights. I saw Burnley's XG for that game was like 0.65 and they scored 3 goals. So without looking at the highlights, that tells me they maybe got a bit fortunate. But I haven't seen the highlights yet, so I won't say that for sure. First chance I took on a flagged player that paid off. Very nice, very nice. Possibly my captain for next week. Is Livramento nailed a good pick? So Livramento did play, but Perraud, and I've probably pronounced that wrong, has been playing left back, and Kyle Walker-Peters has been playing right back, and the left back, excuse me, wasn't in the team. So I don't know is the answer. But I guess in 2-3 more games, if he's back and Livramento keeps playing, then it looks pretty good. I'm a bit jealous of that, to be honest, because I took him out of my wildcard. And had Livramento still been there, I probably would have had him in instead of Luca Dean, to be honest. Perraud. Okay, fair enough. What's your realistic rank goal for this season? I mean, I still think I can get top 10k. I'm 40. What am I, like 46k? 42k, so I've gone up like 10,000 places, but of course there's still triple captain Salah to come. That's going to smash it. I've still got 10 other players to play, so we'll see. I think we'll see where I am after game week 30, basically, and then hope for the freaking best. Regular on Instagram story, he should be okay. Okay, fair enough. Well, I would have taken him out anyway. I think my transfers would have been. I think I would have got in Tierney, Son, Saka and Lacazette. That would have been my 4 transfers. So I may have been better off just taking the hits and saving the wild card, maybe. But who knows? Wolves keep a clean sheet today and then suddenly I'm not worried. Like, it's all these factors that can go into play. I really need Edouard not to play against Watford. I'm pretty sure he's going to play against Watford. But at least it's a good game, right? It's funny because yesterday I was thinking if I hadn't wildcarded, I would have done Fernandes to Son for a -4. And yesterday I was thinking, Christ, what a move that is. And then Fernandes pops up with 2 returns today. I guess Son has got another game though. Got Craig Dawson's 9-pointer. Yeah, I sold Craig Dawson on my wildcard, but I wouldn't have played him anyway. How is your King XG? Oh, Jesus. You've already mentioned XG like that once. You sound like a bit of a troll. I think Josh King's expected goals was pretty much the same as Dennis. This is my free hit team. Can I just say, I don't know if I'm going to stick with him, but I did have Maguire in this before he scored today. And yes, I was happy he scored, but I was a little bit annoyed that I thought just save that till next week. Transfer plan in Game Week 29, got no idea. Honestly, got no idea. Like, zero idea. Jota and Firmino injury update. Optimistic over... Yeah, we've seen that, I think. Oh, Firmino's going to be out for a while, so... Oh, that's annoying. That means Jota could be good again. Okay, yeah, it's the same quote as yesterday. They don't really know, basically. But if Firmino's out for a while and Jota comes back soon, then suddenly Jota looks pretty damn good again. It's not just saving those Game Week 26 hits, it's also the hit save between Game Week 28 to 30. Yeah, of course, like there's so many factors in this, honestly. Like it's... I know people always like to show you that they made the better decision, and that's fair enough, right? It's fair enough, but it's not as easy as saying I didn't have to wildcard and I'm still ahead. It's just not that easy. So we'll see. Jota will be on my Game Week 28 wildcard. Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. If he's back and Firmino's out for a while, it's a great decision, to be honest. Great decision. And I don't really have a good way of getting back to Jota, to be honest, without selling Son. Maybe I guess downgrade Van Dijk to like Livramento and upgrade Rafinha or Saka maybe. We'll see. I mean, obviously, because I'm trying to bench boost, I have got a bit of a weird squad structure. Like Luka Dean, Slice, and Tierney are all similar prices. At some point, I might downgrade two of them. But let's see what happens. Salah triple captain in Game Week 34. Everton. No, I'm only going to triple captain a double game weeker. It is a bit annoying that Salah's fixtures in 29 are both away to Brighton and Arsenal, but I'm almost certainly going to triple captain Salah that week. Is it possible for us to see a triple game week? There probably are possibilities, but it's very unlikely from what I know. And even if it is, most players don't play 3 times. So I think for Man United, I'm not sure anyone played 3 times. I could be wrong. Did Greenwood play 3 times, or did he get benched one? I can't remember. But chances of someone in a triple game week getting played 3 times are unlikely. I think the 2 teams that would be most likely are Leicester and Chelsea, from what I remember. But I think it's actually quite unlikely to happen. So I can't triple captain in Game Week 36 because right now I'm thinking of free hitting that week, or at least I want to keep myself open to free hitting. Salah in 29 has a pretty good record in the Amex and the Emirates. Yeah, I got to be honest. Salah against Brighton does stand out as a fixture where I've watched him before and he gets a lot of chances. I also remember him not putting a lot of them away, but yeah, I think it's okay. Yeah, Bruno didn't play 3 times. Yeah, I know that. Sure you don't want to captain Son or Kane? Not really. I think we shouldn't overthink this. Salah has barely blanked at all this season. He's the best player in the game. He's got 2 games. I'm going to triple captain him. Okay, Greenwood did play 3 times. Yeah, fair enough. I think I put Greenwood in, actually. I'm going to probably bench boost in Game Week 28. My free hit's active. Yeah, to be honest with you, I activated it to get the price changes, and then I forgot to take Cancelo out, who dropped. So I hate pricing. I don't like checking. I just can't bother. It's just like extra time. Yeah, I'll almost certainly so this is my team. Obviously, Game Week 27. So this is my Game Week 28 team. So right now, if Arsenal get Chelsea in Game Week 28, that is perfect. I don't know if they will. But my realistic team is probably... I think I bench all my Arsenal players, don't I? Yeah, because everyone else has got a double game week and or their... Oh, no, I'd probably bench Van Dijk, realistically. I'd play Saka. So I think that is my realistic bench for Game Week 28. And that is what I will bench boost. Even if there's no more... Even if Arsenal don't get a double, I will almost certainly bench boost that. get it done, not worry about it for the rest of the season. And then if game week 36 everyone gets a great bench boost, so be it. I'm willing to take that risk. Sorry. Am I tempted to captain Son or Kane on my? No, I think I'll go for Weghorst. I guess the only issue with Weghorst is like 4 games at a very short space of time. But I'll see. Salah record against Brighton: 9 games, 5 goals, 5 assists. Decent. That website is FPL.team. FPL.team. Wonder if I could. Can I buy the rights to that website and call it letstalkfpl.com? Do you think Pete, who made that website, would sell it to me and also maintain it? What punt would you make next week if you were certain you would wildcard? It depends on your team, but I think I don't know about punt. Well, probably a Man City attacker if you're talking punts, but otherwise, Son and Kane are good options. Burnley players are good options. Oh yeah, I can just use some of my millions that I get every week. And Arsenal, 12 games, 8. So Salah's got more than a return a game record against both Arsenal and. No, I think. I know. Oh, Christ, my throat's going. I know people see Leeds and Norwich and expect like 30 plus points. I think a little bit less was realistic, like 25. But people are going to act like Salah can't score in the next week. Well, I mean, this is Salah we're talking about. As long as he's fit, Brighton and Arsenal's not the worst time to triple captain him. I think I would be a little bit. I think it'd be very unlucky if I don't get a goal against Brighton or Arsenal from Salah. Like, at least one goal. This watch is a Garmin Vivo Active 4. It's a really good watch, but I will say the charging is a pain in the ass. Sometimes the charge just doesn't work, and it's the second one I've had. What about a punt on Brownhill? Absolutely no chance. I've got a similar free hit team. I think Livramento over Maguire. Yeah, the only thing with Livramento is, unless Perot is still out, I don't know if we will. I don't know if we know that Livramento is definitely nailed on, and he's one of those players that will come on. So I don't think I would risk it. You could triple captain Salah away at City and Chelsea and still be confident. This is Salah. Exactly. Look, at the end of the day, I keep saying this. Like, I'm not someone to like. I know sometimes I put the sunglasses on, but I don't lord stuff over people. Obviously, Norwich and Leeds was brilliant. I've said that all along. I saw like as soon as Salah scored, I got a notification. I looked on Twitter and I saw someone tweet, "That's why you triple captain Salah." And I thought, yes, obviously everyone knew that, but a lot of us didn't do it because we had different strategy in the end. But I think this, like, it is Salah. I think I can expect a goal against Brighton and Arsenal. I think that'd be fine. And look, I'm gonna need a bit of luck. I'd love Salah to just get 1 assist against Leeds and that's it. But it ain't gonna happen. That's why you triple captain Salah, as if no one had realised. Don't forget that. Oh no! Don't start this. Salah's effective ownership will be lower, so you'll gain more, right? So I know that isn't true, but that thought did go through my head. At the end of the day, people will still be able to captain Salah, so the only difference is how many points my triple captain gets. But I did think that as well. I couldn't get my head around it. Like, the points for Salah are worth more the second time because not as many people have triple captained him. But at the end of the day, you're only comparing triple captains, so it doesn't matter. I did think that, though. I feel like we're a jinx in Salah and he won't start against Leeds. I mean, why wouldn't he start against Leeds? Because they've got a cup final, but they've also got a Premier League to win. They also don't have Jota. They also don't have Firmino. If Jota's fit, then maybe Salah doesn't start because he could play on the right, Mane could play through the middle, and Diaz could play on the left or whatever. They could change it around. But I honestly think, I said 1% on Twitter, I'll maybe I'll heighten it a little bit. I think the chance of Salah not starting that game is less than 5%. I honestly think that. And that is not me trying to jinx it. That's not me saying it because I don't own him and I'm scared. It's Salah. He does not miss matches. This is a guy that had played loads. They had a Champions League game that did not matter and he still started the Champions League game. He just doesn't miss matches. He will play 100% against Leeds. Now, will he play to 90 minutes? Maybe not. If they're 4-0 ahead, 60 minutes, does he get brought off to have a bit of a rest for the cup final? Possibly. But if they're 4-0 up, he's probably got some returns, right? So, two things. One, there's just no point worrying about it. It's done now. You cannot change it. And two, he's going to start, so don't worry about it. 100% is a strong word, is it? Not really, though, because most people not triple captain Salah in 29 will still captain. Yes, but I don't know if you're talking about what I was just talking about, but obviously his effective ownership will be lower. So, like this week, yeah, it doesn't matter, does it? Because the points against me right now are big. So, yeah, it doesn't matter. I know it doesn't matter. Best captain for Game Week 27, Kane, Son, Weghorst, or City. I'm probably going to go Weghorst. Double Game Week, got to do it. 100% is two strong words. Jamal, thank you very much. I don't think that Kane, Son, or a City player is bad, but it's double Game Weeks, man. I've got to go for it. Am I really going to use your free hit this time or do a drama like last time? What drama did I do with my free hit? Honestly, I get honestly getting sick of this drama thing. Like, there's people that think I like wait till the last minute on purpose. I'm so bored of it. I know most people don't think that, by the way, but it's still annoying. Jamal, thank you very much. 100. Yeah, true. It's 3 words. I'm not very good at counting words. Joe, I think this wildcard strategy will work out well for you. You definitely captained the Faginator in 27. Yeah, probably. Yeah, probably. Because so the Robertson thing, I actually found out from the same person that Trent wasn't starting this week, but I only found that out after the deadline because the only information I was really interested in was Robertson, whether he was starting or not. And then later on, I found out around 12:30, I think, that Trent wasn't starting. Had I known, I would have said it before, but I just didn't know. Oh, when I didn't free hit before. Well, yeah, the website crashed. Like, what could I do about that? I forgot about that, actually. I forgot about that. That website crash was probably quite good for me in the end. Cheers, FPL. I'm going to do a video. I actually think I'm going to do 3 videos on the free hit this week. Is that milking it a bit? I think I've got 3 video ideas for it. So I will be doing it. But right now, if I had to say essential players on, like, I would say in this free hit team, there is 5 players that are not going to 100% going to be on it. So Nick Pope definitely on. Weghorst definitely on. Obviously, barring injuries, etc. Right? Pope and Weghorst definitely in. Son definitely in. Kane definitely in. Cancelo definitely in. That's the 5. 6 will be definitely a third Burnley player. I'm not sure if I want another defender or Cornet, or even Dwight McNeil. I'm not sure about that one. And then I will have triple City, so that's 8. I just don't know which other 2 City players. I kind of want to go double attack because I think it's going to be a big differential. I think Broya probably is on as well. I got to be honest, I don't think this team's going to change that much. I really don't. But I think the 6 definites are Pope, Weghorst, Son, Kane, Cancelo, and then 1 more Burnley player. That is the definites. I think, by the way, I saw the question earlier. Did I have Maguire on before or after his goal? 100% I had it on before. I tweeted my team last night. It was slightly different to this. I think it had Fernando. Like, this is one interesting bit, right? So one player I've not seen in anybody's free hit team so far is Bowen. He is playing Wolves, who do not concede many goals. And obviously, if you're free hitting, it's kind of nice to not have such a a well-owned player. Obviously, I'm not going to do it with Cancelo. But with Bowen, maybe it's nice to not have him and hope he blanks again. But Bowen's an interesting one. But for me, I've got Sterling and Sancho. It's a very similar price to... I think it's exactly the same price, in fact, or near enough, as Fernandes and Foden. So I'm not quite sure which way to go. I just got a bit of a soft spot for Sancho, and it feels like a nice time to get him in, like where it's not going to affect me too much. I think the chat stopped. Yeah, chat stopped. Hang on, sorry. G-Wiz has got Bowen. Nice. Yeah, I just haven't seen him at all on most people's draft, which is interesting because he's so good, obviously. Okay, it is the same price, yeah. So Fernandes and Foden versus Sterling and Sancho. It's tough. It's tough. Are you able to play around with a free hit like a wild card? Yes, but obviously keep in mind that if a player goes up while it's in your team and you get rid of them and bring them back, you'll pay a higher price. Your title says FPL Kneejerk 27. It's actually Game Week 26. The Kneejerk's for the next game week, so it's actually 27. I've seen the Foden video, yeah. It's horrible, to be honest. I imagine having to go through that, like, just when you want to go out for a night. My single game with player scored a combined 7 points. Cancelo, Luka Dean, Bowen, Foden, Ronaldo, FML. I got to be honest, I loved the Cancelo blank and I loved the Bowen blank. I was very happy about it because I was really worried about it. But yeah, it sucked if you keep him. This is not hindsight because I said this to absolutely everyone that asked me. I'm very surprised that people kept Cancelo. I could see because like he's so hard to watch. I was a bit surprised people kept Bowen, to be honest with you, because especially if you're going to maybe if you weren't free hitting 27, it's a bit different. But if you're free hitting in 27, then you literally had Bowen for Newcastle. A game week where you could get rid of him or keep him. You're on free hit, it doesn't matter. And then game week 28, he's got Liverpool. Game week 30, he's probably gonna blank. So I was surprised people kept Bowen on wildcard. If you kept him for your actual team, then that makes a lot of sense. He did hit the bar. Yeah, but it's not hindsight. I said it before, right? I said it before. I did say that I didn't think it was worth keeping Cancelo on wildcard, but I can see why people wanted to do that, to be honest. Have you confirmed your free hit? If not, why not? Yeah, I have, to be honest. I think there's a reason, like one of the reasons not to confirm your free hit is if there was loads of postponements or loads of players got injured or your Arsenal and Liverpool players got injured and therefore you could just use a transfer on them instead, then maybe the free hit wouldn't be worthwhile. But I just activated it, right? There's prices changing and stuff like that. I don't think there's going to be enough injuries where I regret using it. Plus, I've got 2 anyway, so it's not too bad. Yeah, I sold Dawson, but I would have benched him anyway, so I don't care about that. Didn't you sell Salah before his price rise? Yes, but you would have to rise twice. Unless, I don't know, to be honest, but yes, I did. Yeah. I got to be honest, I just changed it. I was like, I'll do it. At the end of the day, if I really want some... I can't really get too much extra money off this team, to be honest, but... I could change Forster down to like a 3.8 million goalkeeper, so I'm not too worried. Yeah, if Salah's going to rise, it's too late. I've already sold him. Kulusevski did look good. I agree, but I don't know if I'm. I don't know if I'm super happy about his starting potential yet. Like if he's going to start every game. And the thing is, like, if he starts against Burnley, then suddenly I'm thinking, oh, do you know what? Maybe he's nailed. But then I'm also thinking, is he then going to get rested for the game after? Is Lucas Moura going to play against Leeds and try and cause them problems? I get why people are trying to get triple Spurs attack, right? Because Leeds are awful. Completely get it. But I don't know if I want to put Kulusevski in. I mean, I could go 3-5-2 and not have Broja, but I don't think I want to sell any of those midfielders to get him. You can afford this team with 0.7 in the bank. Any upgrades? Not that I've really thought of, to be honest. Need to change your name to Let's Talk FPL, to be honest. Yeah, fair enough. Do you think it's fine only having one City player for Everton? If you're not on free hit, yes. If you are on free hit, no, in my opinion. View on Bruno Laporte instead of Sterling Maguire. Yeah, I don't think it's a problem. I think if anything, Laporte and Bruno might be slightly better, but I just think double attack is like quite a big differential where you're not really compromising for the sake of it. I just think a lot of people not. Like, the thing is, two things. One, I don't really differentiate for the sake of it on a free hit, because having that free hit is like a big differential in itself. But two, you kind of like, I do. If you can get like a big differential that's not just doing it for the hell of it, like most people who aren't free hitting are not going to have double City attack. So that feels big. Like, we know what they can do, and I don't think Everton are very good with Lampard. It is a way, I guess. Could be tricky-ish, but I think they'll do just fine. Off the back of a loss. The only issue is trying to guess who's going to play. The good thing is, though, Jesus is probably still going to be out, and Grealish is probably going to be out as well. So that takes away a lot of the options that can play in the front three. Against Spurs, De Bruyne played as a number 9. I don't know if he... I did watch the whole game. I don't know if he changed... Maybe Foden played there at some point. I can't really remember, right? But anyway, they played without Mahrez. So Mahrez didn't start. But I think he comes back in this week, and maybe and probably Gundogan maybe comes back out. I don't know for sure. So that's the only problem with double City attack is, what if you make a mistake? That would be annoying. That would be annoying. And they won't have Sancho. Yeah, for sure, for sure. Some people will. Some people will. Is Dalot dropped? No, I think Dalot's exactly the same as he was before this week. He's first choice, but he's not completely nailed. Yeah, the problem is it's Pep and it's Man City, right? I think like Mahrez didn't start against Spurs. He should come back into the side, but he might not. He might not. Bernardo Silva played up top with Foden instead. Okay, there you go. I was watching the game. Did De Bruyne not play there at any point? I swear I watched the game. Oh, I don't know. Maybe I'm confusing myself because I thought De Bruyne was going to play there. Then again, I'm picturing De Bruyne now, and there was a lot of times he got the ball kind of just outside the box and was crossing in. So I guess not. But they do kind of intersperse like everywhere. Yeah, De Bruyne is an option. He's just a bit expensive, I think. Why Maguire over Varane and Shaw? Because he's got a big head and he can score goals. And now we've finally scored. Now, okay, yeah, Bernardo Silva's false. No, fair enough. I obviously wasn't watching closely enough. Now we finally scored from set pieces. The floodgates are going to open. Big problem. I wanted to wildcard 28 to bench boost 29. How? Excuse me. I wanted to wildcard 28 to bench boost 29. However, bench boost 28 looks a lot better, but wildcard in 27 is scary. Yeah, I wouldn't. I personally don't think I haven't looked at it, but I just don't see how Game Week 27 can be a good wildcard. I mean, I guess maybe you don't need 3 Arsenal players, but you might do if they double in 28. You could just wildcard 28 and then bench boost in 36 and hope it's fine. It's a long time to wait, right? Would you use one of your free hits if you have 10 players and no bench in 27? It depends what the players are. You could possibly just get away with it. Do you think free hit in 30 is now redundant due to having some of the players that play anyway due to doubles? I don't. I'm sure there's some people have probably got a strategy where they use it in Game Week 30, but I'd say for most people it's not needed now. I think there's a lot of players, Arsenal, Villa, Leeds, Rafinha basically, and Wolves that are perfectly fine to grab on or to bring in. So I think free hit 30 definitely. I think free hit 30 will definitely be less beneficial for people than it was. It doesn't mean it's not a good option. And if more games go into it, it might be better. It could be worse if more games go into it. It depends which one they do. Is Sancho over Bruno just a money thing? Yeah, for this draft, I cannot afford Sancho to Bruno. No way. Like even if I did like Maguire to Dallo and I don't know a few other downgrades, I still can't afford it. Good question though. If I had the money for Fernandes, would I go for him over Sancho? I guess I probably would in the end, but I don't mind Sancho as an option. I think Sancho is looking better and better. If Livramento was guaranteed to start, I would have him over Kyle Walker-Peters, I think, but I don't know if he definitely is, which is a bit of a problem. I think if anything, I'd probably go Fernandes and Foden, potentially. Maguire, is that a joke? Did you not see the game today? Bam, smashed it. Shower beer. Chelsea players for the fixture swing. One defender probably for me if they double. If they don't double, I don't think I'm buying Chelsea to game week 31. Yes, I've seen the Foden video. We talked about it just a minute ago. Surely free hit 30 is more beneficial than free hit 27. Far more options in 27 to not free hit. It depends though. Like, and the ideal situation was you bought in a lot of Liverpool and Arsenal players because they had the best double, and then you free hit them out. But yeah, like your team might be set up to be fine for game week 27. Ben Mee feels like a fraud. To be honest, I'd probably have Tarkowski in there, but the fact that he's missed the first game through COVID this week, I don't know if I'd risk it. I can quickly show the points for this week. Yeah, it's 65. 65 on wildcard. No hits. No hits. Ward-Prowse. I'm just not a fan of Ward-Prowse. I'm just really not. Although, when Rafinha got benched earlier, I was thinking, Christ, what if he... Well, I didn't know he was benched at first. I thought, what if he's injured? My game week 28 transfer probably would have had to have been Rafinha to Ward-Prowse. I don't think he's a bad option, but I think I prefer Broja. But, you know, Southampton get a penalty, bam. Ward-Prowse suddenly a great option. Could smash in a free kick. Yeah, Che Adams isn't a bad shout. He's been playing better recently, but I don't... Well, sorry, it's not even that he's been playing better recently. He's been doing better recently. I still really like Broja. Plus, Broja's cheaper, right? Or I don't know if I would compromise on Cancelo by getting Laporte on free hit. I'd much rather get Sancho instead of Bruno than Laporte instead of Cancelo, I think. I don't know. I mean, it's not like Laporte is... I mean, Laporte's no slouch from set pieces, but Cancelo, man, so good. So good. Is Ronaldo a better option than Kane? Do you know what? Most people will tell you no, but there probably isn't that much in it, to be honest. I mean, one, Ronaldo's at home, although don't get me wrong, Man United just went and put 4 past leads away, but if Ronaldo starts and he's on penalties as well, I don't think Ronaldo is a bad shout over Kane. Most people are going to go Kane. I probably am too myself. So I guess that tells you what I actually think. But Ronaldo's not a bad option. It's not a bad option. Emil Smith-Rowe won't be dropped for Martinelli. We'll see, I guess. We'll see against Wolves. I would not be surprised if he is, to be honest. Da, 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 da. I mean, if I was going to go for Ward-Prowse, I'd probably go for him over Broja. But again, I can't really afford it. To be honest. Well, I could get rid of Maguire for Dallo, I suppose. As an Arsenal fan, Smith-Rowe won't be dropped. Yeah, but do you know what? Arsenal, no chance Smith-Rowe's bench. Why? Why is there no chance? Like, Arsenal fans said this last time. I said before, he's bench. He's not nailed on. And Arsenal fans said he's been injured. and he's coming back slowly, even though he'd only been injured for like one game, and he did not get his place back. So you might be right, but I don't think you can definitely say that. I know last time Martinelli came in, Smith Rowe didn't get back on. It might not happen again, though. If Smith Rowe is nailed on, fair enough, but I don't think we can say that right now. You can make changes to your free hit, yeah. I still hate that Smith Rowe scored again this week. That guy just doesn't stop. Oh, here's a great stat from Andrew Gower on Twitter. Since Bruno Fernandes's last penalty, basically since the last time he scored from a penalty was in May last year, he scored 10 non-penalty goals. In that time, only Salah and Jota have scored more. He's good. He's good. What's Arsenal Wolves' best result for you? Yeah, I've thought about this. I don't think there is like a... Well, obviously the best result is goals scored and then Tierney and Saiss both score a goal and Sarr saves a penalty. But realistically, that game is not going to be perfect. So let's just hope my players score goals, basically. Bruno is a diver and a whinger. Yeah, I wouldn't say otherwise. I actually answered your first super chat. The second one, I mean, what do you want me to say to that, really? Ronaldo should have scored today as well. And Ronaldo should have also scored against Southampton. He's got a goal coming. Yes, I've hit the button, yep. Yes. No way Smith Rowe... Like, when you say there's no way whatsoever that Smith Rowe will be benched, why has he been benched for so long? He scored a load of goals, was playing really well. Martinelli came in, Smith Rowe didn't get his place back. So why now is he definitely 100% not going to be benched? And again, I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm not saying that Smith Rowe won't keep his place, but I don't think we can say he's 100% nailed all of a sudden. When he only started because someone else got a red card. You're cultured for knowing Ronaldo is washed. But doesn't wash mean bad? Because that is not what I think. Anyway, look, let's see if he plays, right? You could be right. Martinelli reportedly going to replace Lacazette. Let's see. Liverpool will rest players again, so Trent, Salah, Mane, Van Dijk will be rested against Leeds. No chance. I mean, again, I guess I shouldn't say no chance either. Let me say the chance is very low. And anyway, there's literally no point in discussing Arsenal. We can just watch them against Wolves before we have to make any decisions and then see who plays. Is Rafinha a mistake? I mean, he got a goal today. Happy days, 45 minutes. Could play again. Tierney to me or Livramento. Then I'll have 11 players for 27. Probably Ben me, but I don't know if I would do that transfer necessarily. I mean, Tierney has a double game week soon, so he gains an extra game back. So I'd probably maybe just keep Tierney and play with 10. Possibly. In Game Week 27, you must have 6 Burnley and Southampton players. I don't know if you need 3 Southampton players. You might have... Oh, sorry, EM. All right, sorry. I didn't realise what you meant. You see, you're using kind of words like washed, and I'm an old man, so I don't know what you mean. I'm saying you're intelligent for realising that Ronaldo isn't the player he used to be. Most people go on Twitter against you for that opinion. Oh, yeah, trust me, I've been there. I've been there. He's not as good as he was, but he is still good. And I think he's all right for Game Week 27, to be honest. If you can field 11, is Game Week 20 in Game Week 27 is free hit out of the question? Not necessarily, but it's probably... The thing is, I think if you're free hitting this week, you probably should have factored it into your transfers last week. So if you played last week to not free hit this week, you shouldn't need to suddenly do it. All right, I'm not talking about Smith Rowe anymore. It literally doesn't matter. We will just see what happens against Wolves when Martinelli's back. If Smith Rowe plays again, fair enough. For what it's worth, Saka's the best option anyway. If you activate your free hit, can you keep changing your team? Yes, 100%. Do I think Sterling will start? I think there's a good chance, but I'm not gonna lock my team in until Friday anyway. So if I get cold feet, I'll just take him out. It's my first free hit. De Bruyne versus Double City. I would try and have 3 City players, I think. Slightly mind-blowing that, where is that? That Antonio has scored twice since game week 10, only 8 goals a season. I know. And is still... Is he the top scoring forward? Oh my god, he is. Dennis is nearly the top scoring forward now. 1 more point. I can't believe what's happened to Antonio. I feel so bad for him. Do you think Tommy will start for Arsenal against Wolves? Who the hell is Tommy? I'm not even sure if Tierney's going to start. I'm worried that Smith Rowe is going to play left back. You got big balls to go double defence. I hate thinking the fact that one tiny slip can cost 8 points. Yeah, but it's double game week, isn't it? I'm oh, Tommy Assi, okay. I don't know. Maybe Smith Rowe will play right back. Yeah, I might go. I might go double. I might go double attack. I don't know what to make of Burnley really. I don't know if I want double attack because they're not that good, but maybe it's better to have a different defender in there. Look, if Smith Rowe doesn't play left back, he's playing right back. Right, either way, he's in that team. He ain't getting dropped. And if you're not sure what I'm going on about, you should rewind about 5 minutes. You made a good point the other day on Blackpool, so I don't think Antonio is used to playing so many games. Yeah, I think there's something in it. Take hits -12, get Song, Kane, Weghorst, Broja, or play free hit. I only have 1 free hit. At the end of the day, you only take the hits if you want the players afterwards. If you want Song, Kane, Weghorst, and Broja going forward, then do it. When has Smith Rowe ever played left back? Oh, I can't do this. Brownhill's underrated. He's really not. Underrated for what? It's why I wish Messi was on FPL. Best playmaker ever and racks assists. Is statistically better goal scorer than CR7. And I'm not getting into a Messi Ronaldo debate. Christ, I don't think I can take it. But he would be great. Yeah, he would be on my team for sure. Do I think Smith Rowe will play instead of Ramsdale? Maybe. I'd love that, to be honest. I think someone was saying that I think Arsenal defence is over 100% effective ownership. So if you've only got 1, then it's actually bad if they keep a clean sheet. Is it even a debate, though? I mean, I've got my opinions. So sad to see Messi and Ronaldo both in decline. Oh, they are getting older, though. Like... the Foden question, I don't know. Let's see what Pep says. I guess it is a little bit of a concern whether he plays or not. There's a bit of time, though, till the next game, so should be okay. I'm not reading out that Smith Rowe one about best playmaker. Why don't I get Peters? I think Ben Mee's like nailed, isn't he? I mean, I think Peters would be fine because I don't think Charlie Taylor's the left back, isn't he? Why am I suddenly doubting myself? Charlie Taylor's probably not going to be back, but I think I'll just go for the centre back just to be sure. 5 goals, 2 assists for Brownhill and coming, possibly. I feel like I've not really talked about the free hit too much, but I'm going to do some videos on it anyway. Can I make a Game Week 28 wildcard? I'll do that for the week before Game Week 28. How's that for a deal for you? How is that for a deal? Kulusevski versus Leeds is a nice pun if he plays. Is Joe Willock worth a shout given Newcastle's fixtures? Yeah, I think I'd rather go for Chris Wood, to be honest. Or just ignore Newcastle. More to the point. Just watched Black Panther. Very nice. Very nice. Is Trent injured? Why was he out of the squad? Apparently he wasn't injured. No, I guess it was just a full rest. Bit surprised he wasn't on the bench, though. I hope he plays the second game. I got no one on the bench coming in for him. Yeah, Ryan, fair point. Fair point. It's hard to ignore sometimes. Is there any point saving wildcard for after Game Week 30? Absolutely, right? If your team is well set up for the next few weeks and you can get through Game Week 30, then you can get rid of any dross, set your team up for the rest of the season, potentially have more info about double game weeks. Happy days. It's not a definite that you have to use it in Game Week 28 or that you already had to use it in 26. If you think you can get through this with minimal damage for not using the free hit, perfect. Perfect. Honestly, I only switched decision, but I only switched decision because of the transfers. Imagine Messi in FPL when he got 91 goals in a year. Not all in the league though, surely. But either way, yeah, he's pretty damn good. All right, I'm going to leave it there. I'm going to do loads of videos this week, so look forward to them. If you did enjoy this, give it a like and hit that subscribe button. Thank you very much for watching. And I will enjoy the rest of the week. Let's hope that Salah doesn't score more than 20 points, because 20 more points, by the way, against Leeds. He'll probably get a hat-trick and I'll cry. And yeah, let's just see. Let's just see. So yeah, thanks for watching. I will see you again tomorrow. Video time. See you soon.